Welcome to HD Toy Theater to look at the DC Collectibles 6-inch Batman Animated Series action figure line. This is Catwoman, based off her design from the Cat and Claw episode Part 1. She is just above 5 inches tall, nicely painted and sculpted, good articulation system, plenty of accessories. So let's dive right in and see what she has to offer. You get a handy fold-up action figure checklist. So here are all the figures in the series so far. Batman, Two-Face, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Joker, the Dick Grayson Robin, Man-Bat, Poison Ivy, Killer Croc with Baby Doll, Tim Drake Robin, Creeper and Harley Quinn. Other figures have been announced. So there will be more to come out for this series. So very, very impressive how large this series is growing. She includes extra hands to swap onto the figure. You have some claw-like hands and then semi-open hands here. To hand swap, we simply need to remove the existing hand off the figure. Right now she has a pair of open hands here. We'll take out the right. You want to pull and twist gently. Then pick the appropriate hand you want to put on. And do the reverse. There you go. You also get a whip, her trademark tool. Has a nice length here. Cool design here at the tip. And then there's the little handle. It's rubber-like material. It does like to curl back up into its rolled up position due to the way it was packaged. But it's a nice and must needed accessory for your Catwoman. You get this camera. It does look like binoculars, but it's actually a camera if you watch the episode. And has minimal paint apps here. You have these yellow paint apps there on this side, and then nothing really anywhere else. Pretty light gray in its color tone overall. You get this diamond pearl necklace and has some nice paint apps. Pretty flexible. Kind of tough though at the same time. You also get Isis, Catwoman's little cat, and that's really, really cool. Has a bolt-jointed head at the top. Simple swivel on the legs here. Kind of tough to move. They all move around and then the tail rotates around. Basic deep gray with some nice eyes in yellow. So really cool to have her pet as an accessory. Lastly, you get a nice custom design stand. Here's the base of the stand. You have some nice turnaround designs printed on the face of it. That's very, very cool. Nothing fancy on the other side. And you have a nice stem and clamp system that you want to attach to the base. First, you want to take this part of the stem, the longer stick here, and insert it into the hole right there. And then this guy can slide up and down. You can adjust the height and then the distance to your liking, and then you want to just plug in this part. Note that this other end has a distinctive shape, and you want to just connect it into the hole at the base right there. And then that's all ready to go, so we'll get this in position. Zoom out a little bit. And then you want to simply wrap it around probably the waist, like so. There you go. Taking a closer look at the figure, she's based off her original animated design from the series here. Nice female physique, very lean, not too bulky. Very light gray here, some flat blacks for her boots and long gloves. Some nice yellow on the belt there. Good head sculpt. One thing I advise when you're planning to buy this in person. Make sure the paint apps look nice. The first one I got in the mail, and unfortunately there was very bad paint marks or mismarks on her lips. So I ended up buying another one. Overall, a great looking figure. I really love how she turned out. One thing I want to get into before I talk about articulation is kind of a warning I want to share with you guys. This is my third copy of the figure. The first one had bad paint apps on all over the face, so I ended up buying another one. The second one I got, the head broke off when I attempted to move it for the first time, and then this shoulder joint broke when I attempted to move that for the first time. So be very careful. It's kind of hard to determine whether you're going to get a figure that's going to be able to, articulate the way you want the first time. So if you happen to take it out of the package, what I would recommend you do is go to the bathroom and get some hot water running through your faucet, and just have water hit all the areas of the figure where you're going to be bending and rotating things. Do it for about maybe 20-30 seconds, and then wait just a little bit, and then start to move them around for the first time. It's just a little trick that helps move joints for the first time, and I really don't want what happened to me to happen to you. So keep that in mind when you're moving the figure and its joints for the first time. For articulation, ball jointed head at the top of the neck, and she has some good range. You can look down somewhat okay. She can look up pretty good too. Little tilts and rotations, no problem. The arm can swing out like so. Decent outward range, and you can rotate all the way around. You have a ball hinge elbow. Not a lot of bending range. It's as much bend you'll get there, but you can rotate it all the way around. You have hinge wrists where you can bend and rotate. No waist cut or ab articulation. The the legs move forward and back and outward, kind of like the Mattel DCUC articulation system. Not a lot of backwards range. You can't go any farther back than that, to be honest. You can do the splits. Oh. My joints are pretty tight right now. I don't want to force it, but you can. Trust me. The knees bend like so. Pretty decent range there. Boot rotates all the way around. Forward and back rotation on the foot, and then you have ankle rocking. Kind of loose on my figure, so she's going to have some standing problems. No peg holes at the bottom of her feet. So that is Catwoman's articulation. Final thoughts on this figure. Definitely one I recommend to fans of Catwoman, especially the animated series version of her. She is very well sculpted, nicely painted, good articulation system, awesome accessory count. So for about 25 bucks, can add her to your collection. Can get her at dccomics.com, Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, to name a few places to get her online, and add her to your collection. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hit like, dislike, and or comment. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out HDToyTheater.com. And we'll see you next time.